Hi friends, I'm Carol Keller, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Illinois in the United States, and today I have for you a simple and quick masculine card. We'd never have enough of those, it seems, so that's what I have for you today. Let's get started. Here is the card. It comes together pretty quickly and easily, I think, so let's get to it. I am starting with a basic white card base. Typical A2 or A4 size works. And I have measurements for both. What I've done is I have cut the mats for all three of the layers. The largest one is in Night of Navy, and it is 2 3/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, or 6.7 centimeters by 14.4 centimeters. The next largest one is in Boho Blue, and it is 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches, or 6.7 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters. And the smallest mat is 1 1/2 inches by 1 3/4 inches by 4 inches, or 4 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And that's the one that will go this way on the card. I have also cut some designer series paper from the Countryside Inn 12 by 12 designer series papers, which I think you find surprising because a lot of it is flowery, and I'll show it to you at the end. You'll see what I mean, but I used the back sides. I also used one of the layers, the 2023-2025 In Color 12 by 12 Luster Specialty paper. I love it. I'll show you that at the end too. The rest of it, you'll see one little scrap right now that we're using for this. But my DSP layers, the largest layer is 2 1/2 inches by 5 inches, or 6.2 centimeters by 13.9. And so that's gonna go here. I'm gonna do it that way. For the next layer, 2 1/2 inches by 4, or 6.2 centimeters by 11 centimeters. And these are little flowers, but I think the design is small enough that nobody will notice. Don't tell them. And then that beautiful luster paper, look at that. Oh, I love it. This is 1 1/2 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and it goes on this layer. So I'm just gonna grab my Stampin' Seal and we will put everything together. And then we're going to assemble them on the card front. I originally was going to lay this so that it had an equal amount of space all the way around, but I didn't like the fact that then these butted up against each other and came to the same kind of spot there. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Again, using my seal. And for this one, I'm kind of leaving about the same amount of space here as here, and then kind of so all the way around. And then last but not least, the shimmer. And so I'm leaving about the same amount of space here and here, about like this. And of course on each side here. So the card comes together pretty quickly, but we are going to do some stamping. So I'm going to bring in a scrap, and we're going to stamp in Boho Blue the little balloon. And you'll see it's very dark, but when it dries, it will be lighter like that. So that will be perfect. And we're going to actually do the same thing on the envelope. So I'm going to bring that in. We'll get them done at the same time. And we're going to do the little tail. And we don't need the whole thing because it's not going to show. So I'm just going to do the top part so that it stays on the paper, just to make it a little less messy. And then we're also going to do the inside of the card with that same balloon. And the tail. Then we're done with the Boho Oh no, we're not done with the Boho Blue. I always do that because before we put it away, we're going to take the blending brush and we're going to ink around this. Well, maybe I do need a scrap. I was thinking I didn't, but I do want to start off of the paper because there tends to be a lot of ink. And I'm just going to create some color around the balloon. About like that. So I can be sure that it goes all the way around to the edges for when we punch it. And I can actually double check. So I'm going to do this. And actually we can punch it right now. And the punch we use is called the Decorative Circle Punch. We're done with Boho Blue. And we're going to bring in Night of Navy. And we've got a happy birthday sentiment. And I forgot to say that these stamps come from the Beautiful Balloons stamp set. I think we'll do it more centered. We'll do it like this. And then for the inside, we'll use, I think it's time for a celebration from that same set. Make sure we've got good ink. That is all of our stamping. Oh, actually, you know what? And we're going to put happy birthday here. I forgot that. Let me grab that Night of Navy one more time. We're almost done with our stamping. I do like the little details on the envelope. So we'll do that. Doesn't that make it more finished, more professional looking, I think. So now that envelope's done. And to put this on the card, we're going to use some dimensionals. Just put some on the back, making sure to get the middle. And we'll take the paper off, and then we'll pull the card back in. And I'm going to center it this time so that there's about an even space that way and that way. And we'll move it, center it on that third panel. About like that, I think. Well, it is down a little more. I think we'll move it up just a little bit. Well, maybe not. Let's see if we can get these dimensionals off. They do adhere very well. Let's try that again. Yeah, I think that's good. And then for our bling, I'm bringing in the Adhesive-Backed Solid Gems. And we're using the Boho Blue. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. And I put one of the large ones down here. And then a medium-sized one. We'll put that, let's see, yeah, I guess here again. And then a little tiny one up at the top to draw our eye around the card. And that is it. That is our card for today. A really quick and easy masculine card, which, like I said, we don't seem to have enough of, do we? So it's nice because you can make them in multiples very quickly. So let me show you what I used. Move that over to the side a little bit. We used the Beautiful Balloons stamp set and these 2 sentiments, but there are some other ones. You did it and yay you. I like that for congratulations. And if you stamp the bigger balloon, you could do Let's Get Our Celebration On around it. I like that. Can make it more festive. And I did not use the dies on this card, but there are companion dies that you can get as a bundle, so they're 10% off. Cuts out the balloons and just does some nice, it has some nice tags. This does fringe, some confetti. This makes a really cute little tassel for the balloon, or you can cut out the one that you stamp first. You can cut it out with that one. So a couple of options there, but a really nice birthday set for men or women. The DSP that I used, again, is the Countryside Inn 12 by 12. And here's what the front sides look like. So everyone has flowers because I looked at those first. Bunny and a bird. I thought those might be more neutral, and a fox, but they all have flowers. The leaves, all of them do. So I checked out the other sides, and sure enough, lots there that you could use for masculine cards. Even this one, this is flowers, but the pattern is such that I think it kind of could still lend itself to a masculine card. So those were where I chose some of my DSPs from for this project. And then of course, let me show you that wonderful In Color Luster Specialty Paper, 2023-2025 In Color Luster Specialty Paper. Here is the Boho Blue, and then there's Copper Clay, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, and Wild Wheat. And they all have that wonderful luster, that little bit of shimmer. And I think it's on the back sides as well. It is. So you could cut it either way, and it's nice and shimmery. It adds just that little bit of something. I just like what it adds to that card. In fact, maybe we'll add some Wink of Stella on the balloon to be a companion to that. I think I'll do that. My only worry is that I have to be careful that it doesn't muddy the colors. So I'm going to kind of go around that happy birthday a little bit, because the fact that it's wet can make that ink spread, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to carefully go around to add some shimmer to that balloon. Oh yeah, that's a good addition. Yeah, we can get away with it. We'll sneak some in here, and I think that looks pretty good. We can even do the tail, add some shimmer to that. Cute. So that is it. That is my card for today. I hope you like it. Like I said, it's great for making multiples. If you have lots of men in your life who you want to make birthday cards for, this is a fast and easy way to do it, I think. So I hope you like it. Thanks so much for joining me. I so appreciate you watching. Please, if you have not already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell and you'll be notified when I post new videos. I do paper pumpkin alternatives every month. Lots of cards, scrapbook pages, home decor items, tips and techniques, and beginner videos. So even if you're a beginner, come check out my videos and you'll be stamping like a pro in no time. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you again soon. Happy stamping!